1875, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. We get black for this game. Our opponent, 259 game modes. Another new account, well, relatively new account. Okay, it's more than enough games to establish your actual level, even 20 games is. But let's see how it actually pans out. Okay, so we'll play in English for this one. Okay. Just trying to decide where I want the bishops. I think I'm just going to go e6 here and just prepare the castle. I could do the 4 knights, but do we launch one? I'm going to launch in the centre first. We might not get another chance to if we don't do it early, so we'll just launch now. But we're just trying to basically stick to principle, get castled. Because he's done that, he might take. I might develop the bishop to take back. So I think I will then develop the knight first. Okay, so we can develop this bishop. We can go here and waste a move in effect. So, oh, does it matter where I go? Because here he could have these annoying moves. No, I'm just going to stick to my idea. Just get castled. Right, now we can start getting a bit more adventurous. Now the king's tucked away, we can develop the bishop or something. If takes, we can take back. That's double protected, double attacked. So he's played the bishop up, so it's quite symmetrical potentially. That's where I wanted to go, so that's where I'm going. Makes room for the rook. There's just a slight imbalance in the pawns. That's all we've really got, a slight structural difference here. Okay, let's play our rook across. We're just trying to challenge for this open file, with a view to opening the file up at some point, but obviously our opponent could do the taking. So he's gone across to attack our bishop, but he also attacks this pawn, so if we just drop back here, he might be able to just take and then try and challenge here, so I might have to come back this way. I think I do. I'm going to drop back this way, then the knight's not doing a lot there. We can potentially jump up and attack the knight. Yeah, he's gone back. How's the best way to do this? I'm looking at pushing on, I'm looking at taking, but I don't really like them moves. So I'm just going to play a slow move and prepare to launch the pawn forward. Again, I don't like knight going out here because it doesn't feel like it's going to do a lot when you're there. Bishop back, you can just simply repeat. Okay, he's come forward. I think it's probably time to break the tension, isn't it? But he could go with the knight. Takes, queen or pawn takes. This feels a bit weak, doesn't it? So what if I go here, allow knight in? If he takes and goes with a pawn, I can always drop back. That feels alright. And if he ignores it, I'm threatening bishop up. But knight in I'll probably take, but we'll have to just try and figure it out. And it prepares rook to come across, but he has come in, so I think I want to take here. Then see how he takes back, and then that might dictate our next move. We could play knight back. Ah, does he get a triple attack here? So if I take and pawn takes, we drop back. Can he then just simply take? Yeah, maybe he can. So take, pawn takes. Doesn't work out very well, does it? Let's drop the queen back then. See if he's going to take. He could just drop back, but if he drops back, maybe we can play bishop up and pin the knight now that this pawn has moved. If he goes back there, maybe we'll just create a pin, even potentially trade and start taking things. If he takes here, probably the pawn, that's what he's done. So I think the pawn makes sense to bring it into the center and guard this one. And he can still try and blast forward, but we can try and do this again and get forward. Excuse me, a little bit croaky, but I feel alright. It's allergy season for me here. Okay, he's captured. If I don't take back immediately, he can just solidify instantly, can't he? So I think I have to take back there. He could do this anyway, he might do, and then we'll drop back one or the other. Probably here. Let's see, but challenge the bishop maybe. Again, he can then create this pin. But I guess we've got h6 if he does that. And he can also do this pretty much any time. We can't really stop it. It's whether we trade or we push, but he has gone there. So I'm going to drop back and hit the bishop. Problem with this concept is my queen's not protected now. So knight over might be a move. He has actually gone for that. Takes, and I can't take back. But I do have queen here to attack the knight. or I can push on. So does it matter? Because queen here we then threaten to take, but I'm just going to develop and attack the knight. Or maybe you can just take and ignore it though. Gain a pawn, sorry, lose a pawn for me, my point of view. Gain a knight, lose a bishop, gain a pawn. We have a damaged structure. It opens things up, I guess, so, doesn't it? Or we could just do this or take with the knight. If he takes, maybe take the knight or the bishop is fine. Probably the knight, probably. So he's played queen across to guard his knight. I'm wondering whether I can go here now, kick his knight back and bishop up, but he's got this natural reply. But here, or maybe I even go here. Here, he's got this natural square to jump to, hasn't he? Bishop up creates a pin. I guess he can just break it. But then we can try and win this pawn, right? I'm going to gamble and do it because it's kind of inviting trouble. I'm going to try and get active. Oh, he didn't go that way, so he's allowed bishop up to trap the rook, I think. As long as I'm not missing something like here, he can go here. But then I've got queen across to attack the knight here as well. Oh man, here, does he have knight down? He has knight down. Ooh. So bishop up, he's got knight in. Mind you, gain a rook, lose a rook, gain a bishop. Yeah, no, it's better for me. It's better for me. It's whether he does this, but then I've got queen across to attack the knight and attack the rook. But if he sees this, I just take the rook. I think he's played that. So let's come over, attack the knight, attack the rook. And now he doesn't have this move. So he's gone low. So is there any reason not to take the rook? We either take it now or we don't get a chance to. I don't see it, so I'm going to take, but where am I going to go now? I guess if I come all the way back, it feels a bit loose, doesn't it? But he can attack the queen either way, so let's just come back one. Yeah, there's no other move there, so let's drop back. We need to activate the rook and try and push, I think, or go here and challenge this when he pushes knight in. Oh, he's grabbed the pawn. Okay, I guess we come across to the natural square and prepare to push. Got a minute and a half down on the clock. I might actually lash out here. I'm looking at lashing out. Don't know if it works, but it's what I'm looking at. But we could be in trouble. What about knight here and here then? Oh, knight here. I've got knight here. What am I doing? Challenge this knight. We don't want it in our half of the board. I don't think he'll take. I think he'll drop back, but he could take. Then we'll activate the other rook. But these pawns, very dangerous. Very dangerous. If I can get rid of one of the pawns, it's a lot easier to defend against an isolated pawn than two connected. Then I'm looking at h5, h4, and just try and chip away at the king's defences. His king's relatively open though, isn't it? Whereas mine's relatively solid. But knight back, just develop the other rook, I think. So I think he played knight back, but he might trade. I don't think he will. Oh, he's letting me do the taking, so it's got to be good to get rid of that knight. So we'll take it. He must go with a rook, I would think, not disconnect his pawns, but we'll see. He has. So do I have rook across now? Queen back, trade for trade. It's got to be rook, hasn't it? If we can just get rid of one of them and swap a pawn for a pawn, when it's isolated, it's a lot easier to target. But this is loose, this is loose. The queen across, he's done. So do I bother to guard? I don't think I do. I think I take... Oh, I can't take that. He's protected it. What am I on about? Okay, I think I drop back then. I'm just going to come back and try and trade here. If I can swap one for one, and especially if the queen comes up, it's easier to play because I'm down still a minute on the clock again. And then if we have this pawn here, it's a dark square. So that's... The bishop can't challenge the promotion square. So if we just get both rooks back, we should be fine. Doesn't mean we are, but we should be. So he's gone ambitious. So we've got a check. And then we can start coming across, right? But there's no easy way to break through. So I like the idea of chucking this pawn, but it's dangerous. What do I do here? If I get adventurous, he's got a back rank threat. And he's targeting this. So I'm going to guard this pawn for now. I'm looking at maybe here, just because he's got the diagonal. But can I go here and target the king? Here, there's no check. Here, I don't like. Here's a target. Here, is it ineffective? Maybe. I've got no easy way through, have I? I'm going to come here and get behind the pawn. But here he just pushes. Doesn't do a lot for me. Or maybe here. He's got this though, but can I then go here? Takes, takes. The idea is rook to come here. But no, I need to get active. I don't see how. My queen's misplaced now. My queen is misplaced, isn't it? So what about here? Takes, takes, rook takes, across. I'm going to gamble here and play it. It feels really dubious, but I'm so low on the clock. I'm 2 minutes down. I just want to try and target this isolated pawn, but it's easier when the queen's off, right? He's done it. But he can still push here, so I have to target this bishop. And I've got to give my king an emergency square, but it's easier to do now that the queen's off. But he just has to put this on a light square, keep his bishop safe, and I'm going to have to give up a rook for bishop and pawn, and then I'll just be a pawn down. In the end game. So this is going to be very difficult, unless I can go after his king on the 7th rank and get some sort of checkmate, but got to give my king an emergency square, so do that immediately, don't think about that. But I can leave the 2 rooks on the back rank, so that should be okay. So let's get our king off the back rank. Then we can go here, but I'm also looking at getting forward to attack the bishop, but well, that gives me a tempo to attack the bishop. Or does it? Is it the wrong rook? I'm going to do this rook, but the idea is to play rook here, and if he moves the bishop, we win this pawn with a check, and then there's a threat coming. So he has moved the bishop, but he can't guard the pawn now, can he? So I don't think he can guard this, so it should win a pawn. Here we get a check. Can we create a mating threat? Here? Take, and he goes here, and we don't have the other rook coming in because of the bishop, so no, but just win the pawn, I think. Then check here, he'll come forward. But I can do it and force this move. Check, king here. Oh, is that checkmate? Is that a mate threat? Have we conjured a mate threat here out of nowhere? It's a checkmate in 1 threat now, and or maybe he can just run like this. Yeah, he's fallen for it, I think. I think it's going to be checkmate. Yeah, I think he had to run his king forward, and he might have been safe. But that's checkmate. We've been a bit fortunate with that one. Let's see what it was in engine speak, and then see if there was a good way out of that one. We've been very fortunate with that one. I'm a bit slow in the opening again, aren't I? 42 moves there, the move times for both players. But we still maybe using our time wisely. We can always quicken up at the end of the game, but if you're too complex a position, then it's difficult. So we've been better here. Plus 2.5, blundered it back to level. So we're basically level or better the whole game, but it's level on move 37. So we gained a slight advantage, not until move 24. Then we blundered it back. So what were the figures? 92 against 84. In fact, we haven't even got a blunder account on the engine, but it feels like it, doesn't it? From plus 2.6. So you see nothing being flagged from either side here, just normal development moves, trying to get castled. Then trying to come up with a plan. So it was a mistake going here, and I should have played the early h6 to maybe cover these sort of moves and give my king that emergency square for later in the game. I ended up just wasting a move, dropping back, but it was the right thing to do. So again, nothing being flagged in all of this, so it's all good from both of us. So queen over was good, take the rook was good. Sorry, b6 was good. There. Bishop takes was an inaccuracy. Rook to d8 was good. So all these moves, you see, it's not flagging anything here. And we're just building a gradual advantage, and then it suddenly comes back down. I wonder if it's the queen trade. Oh, I've given him rook across there. I guess I've just shuffled back. But that's what you should have. Rook a5 or queen to d7 is the ideal square. I'd probably have gone back to b6, I'm not sure, but d7 is the ideal square. So taking was good. Queen a1 was good. And then I should have gone for this idea with the rook and not worried about the back rank. So rook a3, and he's going to play king h3. I would expect just the immediate down, unless there's some way to win the bishop that I didn't see. But rook down, you just threaten to take, and the queen crashes down. So that's dangerous. That's dangerous. But that's what I should have done. And then I should have played immediately here. The rook up, it's only plus 1.1. But it's already essentially come back to level just from these few maneuvering moves. So I shouldn't have offered the queen trade there. But then I found some good moves here. It was good to play rook up. The other rook up. h5 was good. And yeah, he had to play king h4 and try and tuck the king away here because there's no pawn push. So with this, it's just a forced checkmate in 2, which we found. So if we go back, king h4 instead, we take the pawn. He's only got the one move. So the king comes in. And then we just switch our attentions and drop the rook all the way back and hope that we're all right. So he can play forward with f5. And then we take on b5. So he doesn't even try and guard this. If it was me there, I'd probably play a bishop down and guard the pawn and try and keep it. Just hope that my king's safe. So in the end, we got the win. Very good.